Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go!
This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we break down one of the records. We get into the music, lyrics, how it's made, and everything in between. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, you smash that subscribe button, dude. That's what the kids say, and that's all I have for the boring intro. So let's get into this. We're doing Sugar Ray today. We do love this band, or their early stuff at least, and we're doing 1459, their record from 1999, and we're going to get into bangers, stinkers, origin story, first impressions, all that good stuff. So let's just jump into this. Origin story with Sugar Ray. What do you got this week, Jeff? Go.
Fly is my origin story. That's the first thing I heard from them. After that came out, I didn't buy Floored, but 1459 was the first thing that I bought from Sugar Ray, and I loved that CD for a very long time, and I sung its praises for many years to people that, especially after Answer the Phone came out, singing 1459's praises would fall on deaf ears. Like, that's the band that has another 2 gay songs. I'm listening to Sugar Gay. Remember when that guy called Mark McGrath Sugar Gay and he got all mad?
Yeah, he got really mad.
And that was like fucking not even 5 years ago.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It was like on TMZ and shit. Yeah.
He got so mad at that guy, and the guy's like, dude, I didn't even say it. And who knows if he actually said it or not. But then Mark, remember, it was a weird interaction, and Mark ended up being weird about it. But yeah, I sung 1459's praises for a very, very long time, and I still do. It's and then I say, if you like their biggest hits, then you'll pretty much like all of their music before this, because it's their biggest hits melody-wise, just with like heavy instrumentation. It's good.
Yes. Yeah.
Get on it.
Yeah, that's my origin story too. Exactly the same thing. It was Fly, the Supercat version, and I heard it, and I was what were we fucking 10? 10
No,
when that came out? 97.
This is 99.
No, Fly. Did.
Oh yeah.
Fly came out in 97, so we were 10.
Yeah.
And I was obsessed with that song, but I wasn't allowed to get the CD because I just wasn't allowed to get it, because maybe it was devil worshipping music, who knows. I just wasn't allowed to. So it wasn't until Every Morning came out and I was finally allowed to get a Sugar Ray CD, and it was 1459, and I did listen to that record a lot, or that CD a lot. I still have that CD too. It was one of the first CDs that, or like early on when I first started getting CDs, so I would listen to it quite a bit, and I've always liked Sugar Ray, but I didn't hear Floored or the first record. I didn't hear Floored until I was well into high school, and Lemonade and Brownies I didn't hear until I was probably my late 20s. Like I never went back and listened to it, and that's just, both of those records, Floored and Lemonade and Brownies, are just fucking incredible albums. But origin story, yeah, it's Fly, and then the CD for 1459. But first impressions.
It's not fair because Sugar Ray was never. Dude, they were just always like the butt of jokes in the media, and for no fucking reason. After 1459, then Mark McGrath started appearing in movies and TV shows and had his own stuff. So I get how you can make fun of it after this, but even like in this era, as this record came out, when Fly came out, like they were already kind of shitting all over him, and like for no fucking reason. There was so much dumb music out in the fucking 90s. Maybe just because he's trying to. Maybe because like Sugar Ray was good enough, like pop writing wise, to compete with some of like the big dogs in pop music, and especially like the boy band explosion of the 90s. Maybe that's why. But like they were signed to Atlantic. Atlantic should have done everything in their power to make them cooler, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Like there's no fucking reason to shit all over this band and bypass all these other dumb bands from the 90s.
I know, right? But I think that I bet you make a good point. I think it's because they had a lot of melody in their songs, not just like the big hits like "Fly" and "Every Morning," "Someday." Like even the heavier songs, there was a lot of melody, and we've all seen like new metal in the late '90s, early 2000s. A lot of it was just trash. It was just bad, and I think there was a lot of animosity because of that, a lot of jealousy because of that. But who knows? Who knows in the end?
Who knows?
Which is even weird too, because, like I said on the rankings episode, Sugar Ray used to open up, or they used to play with Deftones, Korn, Limp Bizkit, like all the new metal bands from the mid '90s. They would just play with shows with them constantly. Sepultura, like it was just, these were all just bands they hung out with and played with, and they were well respected within the scene. People loved these guys. They loved Mark McGrath. They loved Stan Frazier. They loved Murphy. Like well known that they all liked this band. And yet the media just tore them up, and it was so weird. It was so fucking weird.
I think too, like because they also played with Jessica Simpson and Mandy Moore.
Yeah,
like,
maybe that was
that.
it.
I think it spawns from just critics, right? Like fans are one thing, but fans only just regurgitate what critics tell them to, essentially. And critics see them playing with Deftones and then playing with fucking Jessica Simpson. Like, this band's stupid. They write dumb pop songs and pretend to, like, fuck off, dude. It's, I don't know.
And they also put the time in. They hustled, man. They played a lot of shows, played to nobody. They played big venues. They played, they really put the work in. They're not like Linkin Park, where they all of a sudden they got a record contract and, put out a record without really playing any shows or barely playing any shows. Or touring for that. I should actually say touring. That's a better way of putting it. But I mean, Sugar Ray put the fucking work in, man. Like the Bouncing Souls. It's like the Bouncing Souls put the fucking work in, and they're well respected within the punk community. That's how it was for Sugar Ray in the beginning. They put it in there, but
class band. Yeah,
but once they got a taste of fame with the pop songs, that's when people started turning against them for selling out. But it's like, dude, they were on a major label from their first record. They were on a major label, so it's like, how can you sell out when you're already major label and you're given $2 million advances? Like, fuck off. It's stupid.
Yeah, Fly really did them in. I mean, it made them huge. It made them be able to forever be a legacy act, and that's great. But like I said in the rankings, like Fly essentially made this band live and die by their biggest hit single. Because after 1459, like they could have just released a greatest hits comp and just been a legacy act forever. Yeah. They kept going in that one extra record, that Sugar Ray gave them a couple extra tracks, but that's it.
Yeah, they went nowhere after the self-titled record. They really did. I mean, Mr. Bartender was kind of a radio. It was played. I remember it being played on the radio, and I remember seeing the video a few times on VH1 back in the day. But yeah, Sugar Ray, and When It's Over, that song, that video was the last thing I really remember seeing played a lot on TV and on the radio. But
sad, tragic.
Anyway, we're talking about 1459. We might as well since we've already talked about kind of the background of the band, the album title, 1459, it's a play on the 15 minutes of fame, so 14 minutes and 59 seconds. They're on their last second of their 15 minutes of fame, so it's kind of a fun little title, kind of like a little fuck you to the critics and things like that, and some
and
people. But
as Murphy, as our boy Murph had said, the album title is 1459, but that's a whole minute, right? That could be there, but on the album, the CD itself, the art, the cover, the sticker on the CD, the clock was actually like 1 second, so they had 1 second left in their 15 minutes.
Well, that's
of
what
fame.
1459 is. It's 1 second. It's not a minute.
14 minutes 59 seconds. Oh no, you're right. 14 minutes.
Murphy got it wrong in the video. I know what you're talking about. Murphy got it wrong. But anyway, so I thought the title was clever. I really thought it was clever. The album artwork it's weird. It's whatever. It's very of the time. It's very bright with the pool, with people in the pool, the dog's paws on the end of the diving board. Like, what are you doing? Like, it does feel very, very of its time, very late 90s.
Do you think they have any good album covers?
No, not really. I mean, Lemonade and Brownies only because it's a hot girl who's naked.
He was naked
on the front.
And
but I mean, otherwise,
that girl apparently did it for free too because she didn't want any money, and it was
Nicole Eggert, and she was an actress. She was on like Growing Pains back in the 80s and shit. Like she was a known person.
I think it was a friend of somebody Mark McGrath dated. What I read.
Yeah.
My favorite cover art I think might be their worst, but that's Floored.
Yeah, Floored is
so
the only
fucking bad.
Everyone's like photoshopped into this
it's
weird
so
background.
Bad. This
yeah,
casino fucking thing, like it's so fucking bad. It's like Californication video from the Chili Peppers. You watch that now, and it's like, dude, this is horrible.
Yeah, none of their covers were good. None of them were good.
Yeah,
but Floored would be the one that I would say was my favorite, even though
it's
shit.
so bad.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Yeah. Let's bangers, stinkers. First, what do you want to do? First, do we do first impressions already?
No, we didn't do first impressions. So I guess we could jump into that real quick and then go into any stinkers if we got them, and then bangers. So, what do you got? First impressions.
I mean, first impressions as a kid. I knew Fly wasn't on this, and I bought it anyway because I don't know, it was a new thing, and I think I had already heard Every Morning, or Someday, or the other big one. What was the other big one? I don't remember. But I think I'd already heard one of those two. Yeah, Falls Apart. I was like, that's good enough for me. And I thought this was going to be like Fly, like all of those three big singles. And I was blown away, dude. And I remember, I remember hearing Glory, and I heard that, and just for a long time thinking, like, oh, I want to play the guitar and like do that. That's fucking cool, man. And it wasn't until like we watched the Murph stuff where I was like, oh, that's the DJ. Yeah. That's the DJ doing those noises. Okay, cool.
He does a lot.
And watching his Murph's videos this week, I'm like, dude, yeah, we'll get into them. But like the DJ does a lot all over this record, and he has a huge hand in shaping these songs, which is amazing. So yeah, that's my first impression. I was blown away by how much better this was. And then going back to Floored, right? The first time I listened to Floored, thinking like it's gonna be Fly, but I was like, wow.
Yeah,
this is
so
cool.
much better. It's so much better. Love it. So yeah, first impressions. I got this CD because of Every Morning. I knew Fly obviously, but I got it because of Every Morning, and yeah, throwing it on, it's like what the fuck is New Direction? What the first song? Speed like a fucking thrash metal song, speed metal song. And just this record's kind of all over the place. It has its poppy songs, but it also has some great metal songs, some great punk parts.
This is a record like we would have written had we done like a full length, right? Like a record that like, ooh, let's do a metal song, let's do a pop song. Like it's cool. It's what you do when you're just digging around with your friends.
I love that. I like that there's no real theme to this record. There's no real style to it. It's just like, oh, we like this song. We thought this song sounds really cool, so we're just going to throw it on the record. And it was sequenced. The whole record is sequenced well to where you don't get. It's not one part's not too top heavy or anything like that. It's just there's a nice combination of styles and songs in general. I think this is just a fantastic record. That's my first impression. I think this is a fantastic record. But stinker wise, I have no stinkers on here.
So like my only true knock to this record is two things. One, Ode to the Lonely Heart, my least favorite song. And then two is the only sequencing issue I have is going from New Direction to Every Morning. It's just so jarring.
It is so jarring, but I love it.
It doesn't
I love
sense. And it's not even like Every Morning comes in with such like a heavy thing. It's just like, what the fuck? That's weird. I guess we're doing this thing now. That's cool. Whatever. Let's go. Or I think like Falls Apart would have been a better sequencing thing because Falls Apart does start off with that aggressive kind of guitar tony. That's our boy Murph said that Marshall, and then the Stratocaster sound, heavy stuff. I think that would have been better, but that's it. So
I actually like that, and even Mark McGrath said about going from New Direction, the thrash song, to Every Morning. They did that on purpose because they just were kind of like just fucking with fans or fucking with people listening to the record. But then he said in the end they kind of realized like, we probably shot ourselves in the foot. Like that was not a very good idea.
So then why fade it?
But they just did it as a joke.
If you're doing it as a joke, then why fade? Why fade out?
Well, even just having the one song after the other. Just the fact that they had it after New Direction or every morning
if you're
after
gonna
New
do it,
Direction.
fucking do it. Like Sugar Ray just does it. They do
And
whatever
they
the fuck
did.
they want.
And they did.
But then why fade it? Why fade it though?
Why are you so hung up on the fade at the end of New Direction? I don't
Because
get
if you're gonna be like, oh, this is cool, cause let's fuck with our fans. Well, like you kind of half-assed it. Like you had a hard metal song, but then you faded away because you're a little pussy and you couldn't go all in. You went half in. You put your toes in the water, but I didn't jump in.
Okay, let's get into New Direction. The intro here. So this is like a thrash speed metal kind of song.
It's a Murph song.
It was a Murph song. Murphy Cargus, the bass player. So we're gonna bring him up a lot.
He's our boy. We love Murph.
But he wrote this song, this riff, on like a drum machine or with a drum machine
Before Sugar Ray, like early.
Yeah, and he brought it to the band eventually on this record and thought, he said, wouldn't this be funny if we threw this at the beginning of the record? And it went from there. And it's only like a minute and a half, I think. Or no, it's less than a minute. It's 47 seconds. And then, it's thrashy. There's like a wonky guitar solo in there. And then it just, it kind of fades into nothing. And then Every Morning kicks in. But
because I do, there's a lot to talk about. But I do want to talk a lot about Murph because those videos are really cool. And he has a YouTube channel, Murphy Cargus, where he breaks down every Sugar Ray song that he was on.
Yes.
And he talks about it a little bit, and then he plays bass to it. But what was funny is when the couple songs that he plays guitar, dude, he lights up. Like his face gets excited.
Yeah.
And it just shows you like you can be a really good bass player and you can have a lot of fun with the bass, but you throw a guitar in front of that bass player's
he was
hand
having a blast.
and they're going to have even more fun because maybe the guitar is just a better, more fun instrument than the bass.
Yeah.
Just saying it. I don't know. But it was cute to watch him get really excited over, right? What is it cute?
It was cute. Yeah, it was
Remember
cute.
he's like, got my guitar player face on. He's like shredding. He's actually pretty good at shredding too.
He's a pretty good guitar player. He's like, yeah, I'm just playing like arpeggios, but I'm not even playing actual scales. I'm just goofing around. It's like that's fun. It's like he just calls it out. Like he knows how to play music like well, both bass and guitar too.
And one of his favorite guitarists that he kind of like hinted at was Warren Fitzgerald.
From the Vandals, which is wild. I mean, Warren. We all know Warren Fitzgerald is a great guitar player, but yeah,
that's why people like Sugar Ray, right? Is because this guy's like, dude, one of like my favorite guitarists is Warren Fitzgerald, being from Southern California, and like, oh yeah, he's a really fucking good guitar player. Warren
probably played a ton of shows with the Vandals back in the early days too.
It's that's why people like Sugar Ray, because they like working class bands that are still really good and well respected. But yeah, New Direction.
What I thought. Oh yeah, sorry. Continue.
That's it. It's a funny thing because on Florida they had a song called "The Right Direction" and now they have a New Direction, which New Direction, right? Nude erection or new
I didn't
direction.
even pick up on that.
I only know that because I think Anthony Robbins had said it like decades ago, and he was talking to somebody and he was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to go to New Direction. And the guy's like, okay, cool. He's like, yeah, you didn't know that. I just actually said nude erection. I was like, bitch, nobody fucking heard that because it sounds like identical, you idiot. Like, you didn't, no, that's stupid. You didn't trick anybody. And that's when I realized Anthony Robbins is just a con man.
Yes.
But if it works for you, hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool, dude.
So this album, based off of like the Murphy videos on YouTube, he really kind of broke down and said like that he broke it down and said that everybody had like equal writing on, or not equal, but like everybody could bring their own ideas and they would just like go off of that. Like if they were open to everybody's ideas and they would jam it out. And if it didn't sound that good, they're like, no, maybe not. Let's not do that. But if it did sound good and it sounded different from what they normally do, it's like, fucking let's expand on this. Like it sounds good. It may not sound like the rest of the record or what we're thinking for the record, but let's just continue with it. And he made a lot of points like where Stan Fraser, the drummer, wrote a lot of the vocal melodies, like a lot of the catchy vocal melodies that we all
melodies,
know.
Yeah.
Like he was the big reason for those like great melodies in the choruses. It was Stan. And Stan wrote a lot of guitar parts. He didn't even play the drums all that much on this record. A lot of that stuff was a drum machine. It was Craig. It was DJ Homicide, their DJ in the band, but call him Craig because it's easier.
Craig.
But yeah, I like how collaborative this whole record was. And then he would get into one song and say, oh yeah, this is a song that Mark and I jammed on, and this is how it came about. it's like, okay, that was just you two, and then Murphy was like, yeah, I came up with this riff, I did this, or Stan did this, Mark did this. He was so open. He's so open about it in the videos and going over all these songs, and I just thought it was fascinating.
And and I think that's also why people like this band a lot, is because they also swapped instruments.
Yes.
And so when you get Craig writing a lot of the harms, which is wild, but then you get Rodney, the guitarist.
You mean Stan, not Craig.
Sorry, Craig, Stan.
Craig is the DJ. Stan is the drummer.
You get Stan the drummer, Stan the caddy from Seinfeld. You get Stan the drummer writing a lot of the folk melodies. You get Rodney the guitarist doing a lot of the harms, and then you get Craig the turntablist doing a lot of like the lead parts. But then they would switch. So like sometimes Stan would come up and sing because he does have a song where he sings on this, and like they would sing, and then they don't even have a drummer. It's because Craig just takes over on the drumming on the turntables. And so, like, I think that's why people and musicians respected this band more, because they saw these guys just having fun. And, I mean, every band does it where, like, you would just switch off instruments because it's fun just to play music with the boys, right? Like, that's all we want to do at heart, is just play music with the boys. So, if I'm a drummer, I want to play guitar, maybe one song. Let's just jam a little bit. But these guys did it on album, in concert, in front of thousands of people, and they had a blast doing it. And I think maybe that's why, too, the press hated them so much, is because they couldn't, like, define what this band was supposed to be, where they were going, what they were trying to be. They're just fucking dudes having fun, taking nothing seriously, and writing good music in the same time.
Clearly,
like
we really like Sugar Ray. So,
it's not that I think this band's like the greatest of all time. It's just like I think they're severely underrated and it's not talked about enough. My banger,
I agree.
Glory's my banger, my favorite. But it was my favorite song for a long time until recently. I think until we did Lemonade and Brownies on the pod, then Mean Machine became my favorite.
Which was a couple years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that one crept up there. But Glory's like always been like my favorite song from this record.
Let's get into this.
Huge.
My 7B.
Oh, that's so stupid. That's so fucking retarded.
I have 8 Bs. I have 8 Bs, and this is my 7B.
Oh, good lord.
7 banger.
Yeah, Glory's my number one. Fucking huge intro. Again, I thought for a long time that was the guitar doing that. I thought it was just deep chugs, dude. Chicka, 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 right? Like very Rage. Yeah. But then Murph showed me that it was a turntablist. But this is a perfect like punk, metal, hip hop, whatever the fuck you want. It's all of it. It's got this kind of spacey sound to it, because they kind of do that spacey thing a little bit with like Space Invader and this one. But then dope harms, man. There's some dope harms thrown in most of the song. And like there's one of the later harms that takes it a couple bars further than everything else and just adds a little more texture. I think it's rad. But I like Mark's vocals too. It's not just him trying to sing, but he kind of tapers off his lines a little bit, right? And like Mark's a decent singer, and live, like he's also a decent. Actually, he's a good singer. I shouldn't say he's a decent. Mark's a good singer. Like he knows how to carry a tune. He knows he doesn't have a huge range, but like he's a good singer. I like everything.
Especially for this kind of music, it's like you don't need a big fucking Panic at the Disco, Brendan Urie kind of thing.
No, but you need a guy that can hold a tune, because
and he could definitely do that,
dude. Because you're out there, and some of these songs like they kind of rely on the melody. Like Every Morning falls apart someday, and if you have a shit singer, then it's gonna fall apart fast. Rodney throwing out the quick lead part before that solo, which is like the only time we get a real solo on this thing. I think it's fucking cool. And the lead part kind of shows you what the solo is going to sound like, because it's like real quick, and then the solo goes into quick. But that solo is exactly what this song calls for. It's just noise and mayhem. It's essentially Tom Morello without any of the obnoxiousness. That's what this solo is. It's fucking perfect.
Well, and then after the solo, after he does his guitar solo, then Craig comes in and does like a little scratching solo on his turntable, which is so fucking rad. Like it was just one solo after the other. And it's nothing like super like it doesn't go on for too long. Neither solo goes on for too long, but it's just enough to like damn dude, that was really rad. Like you're satisfied with it.
Dude, this song it's got like this funk part too, that right, the little like wah thing going on.
Yeah, using a lot of the wah. Yeah.
God, Mark just sounds so cool. I'm just going to see you here again. Like he's just, he's just not taking this seriously at all.
Yeah,
it's just stupid. It's a stupid song, and they made it into something that I think is just absolutely phenomenal.
No, it is great. It is really great. And once again, like in the verses, Rodney does like a lot of the clean picking, just adding, not even like just like constantly playing, just adding like little parts and little nuance to the verses, and then it drops into the big heavy distorted choruses. But there is a lot going on in Glory. It's a fantastic song. Yeah, it's fantastic.
That's why. That's way, way, way too low.
There's just better songs. I mean, I don't make the rules.
There's not, though. I'm just telling you, there's not. I think you're missing a lot of the boats here on Sugar Ray. Like, you kind of fucked it up on the rankings, and you're doing it here again. That's okay, though. We'll get there.
It's so stupid.
We're not doing Sugar Ray again.
You and I like this band so much. And we like the first 3 records so much.
I think the Venn diagram is, it's almost here, but now it's kind of like drifting apart a little bit. So we got to get back to the bigger middle part, the bigger fat area.
Are you good with Glory?
Yeah, we're good with Glory.
All right. So my number 1, my favorite song on here, 1B, one banger. Aim for Me. You don't like this song?
By 2B.
Oh my God. You're the worst. So Murphy Kargas, he primarily wrote this song. And there's some cool shit on here. It's a faster punk type song, like very reminiscent of the Vandals. And I love some Vandals. I love the Vandals. So it's a fun, it's a fun skate punk. Right? Yeah, very skate punk kind of feel to it. Winky ass solo, and also Murphy's bass playing on this one too. It's very kind of Matt Freeman from Rancid and Operation Ivy.
I never realized it until he played it. And I was like, damn, that's cool. I like
some cool shit on this. Very, very kind of Matt Freeman, even Matt Freeman, Mike Dirnt kind of feel to it. East Bay hardcore, baby.
It's that last push whenever they get into like never come undone. It's like do like that little part right there. I think is so fucking cool, and how he throws it in there too, because like the first part of that main like choral riff is very slow and deliberate, and that do very like surprise.
Yeah, it's so rad. It's so rad, and there's just so much more to these songs. These songs are so much more layered than what a casual listener would really think about. Like, I mean, everybody's kind of doing like something really fucking cool. Nobody's really doing the same thing as each other. Like Rodney's doing his own thing, playing
he's random like fucking off beat, like on the backbeat, like upstrokes, like that, where it's almost like he's doing this kind of like hillbilly cowboy thing. Because this song is very rooted in like rockabilly too, and the way it's structured, and the way it plays out. And like Rodney Rodney drives that home in the way Warren would drive that home. Like Warren slays at pretty much anything he does, but Warren can drive that like sound home. And like you're right, no, I didn't think of it until now. But this for sure is like a Vandal song.
It is totally a Vandal song. I love also like the way this. I mean, it's clearly 2 guitars on the mix, but you have the big distorted guitars playing the power chords and all that. And then you have this also the clean guitar playing just the single notes of that chord as well, and it just sounds so nice together. Like it's such a little thing to add to the nuance of the song, but it just fucking works, man. It's not just a simple punk song. There's a lot more going on here.
There's a lot more
fun little solo too. Love it.
It's got such a cool solo. It's so wild, and it's also again very much like the Vandals. Like Warren is good at doing like a low solo and then getting real high and doing a little bit faster, but then getting down to like a lower chuggier solo, and that's what they do here. This is one of the few songs on the record that David Kahn had like no part in whatsoever. That it was just the boys, because he and I don't know, it's kind of fucking annoying because the way Murph had said it in his videos, he was like, "Oh, Dave said we should add this note here." And then he has songwriting credits, and like, it's fucking annoying.
Yeah, and David Kahn, the producer, he does have songwriting credits, I think, on 5 of the songs, 5 of the 13 songs, or 6 of the songs, something like that. Most of them are at the beginning of the record, but so I don't know.
It's annoying to think that like, because I told you to do this one thing, therefore now I have songwriting credits. It's like, but you're the fucking producer, bro. I'll beanie your ass and step back. 1, 4, 5. I'll beanie your ass and step the fuck back. So David Kahn has writing credits on 6 out of the 13 songs. Mind you, 2 of the songs are joke songs.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say they have 11 songs.
11 songs.
1 is a cover, so they have 10 songs.
Which he didn't even produce.
which he didn't even fucking produce. I know. So
it was the only song that somebody else produced, and it was Ralph Saul.
He has songwriting credits on 60% of these songs, basically.
Yeah.
Get fucked. Yeah. Except for the best ones.
I didn't even think about that, like breaking it down. Yeah, you're right.
Because Need Direction is just that's a complete joke song.
Yeah. Totally. Both
or
of them.
I guess both of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the outro better than the intro, though.
Ah, that's silly boy talk.
Dude, the outro
is good. Well, we might as well get into it. The outro, New Direction outro, that it's really just every morning, but it's played on like an organ. It's on a minor key, played on an organ,
but has this really goofy like polka vibe to it. And it's one of those things that even as a kid, dude,
that's why I
remember just going like doing like that kind of dance where you like wave your hand like I'm a Russian or something. I don't know how Russian people dance, but like
that's good.
Yeah, I fucking think it's so funny. It's such a perfect way to end the record because this was in the era of CDs, and we had like secret songs, we had jokey outro songs, and this is perfect, but it's still catchy. Offspring did this shit all the fucking time, all the time.
Yeah. They did.
It's good.
So yeah, Aim for Me. This is also. I mean, we haven't really talked about the lyrics, but there's not too much here lyrically on any of these songs. This record, but it's about being young and dumb and just making a lot of mistakes. That's what Aim for Me is. Yeah. That's what I think it is. But
or just like in general, the band understands that people are starting to shit on them and they don't give a fuck, and they're like, yeah, shit on us. We don't give a shit. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they really didn't give a shit. So that's my number one. That's your number two.
My number two.
So then what's your number three?
Every morning.
Okay.
What was your number two?
Oh yeah, we didn't do my number two. Falls Apart.
Falls Apart.
Falls Apart.
By herself.
Is this a banger for you at all?
It's my 4B. Honestly, dude, like every morning it Falls Apart. Even Someday, man. Those are such good fucking songs.
They are.
So when I say like
so
3, 4, 5, like it could just all be tied for 3, essentially.
Yeah, and so Falls Apart came from. Hold on one second. Hold on.
Oh, gonna shake them.
So Falls Apart, I do really like this song. I forgot how great the song was until this week, and I watched them play this on Conan O'Brien. Did you watch that live video?
I did watch that live video.
It was so fucking good. It's the harmonies in the chorus that truly make this, because the way that Rodney sings the harmonies, he sings the same things that Mark does, but does it a little bit off time, and it adds this like great kind of what's the word I'm trying to think of? He adds this great like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he sings it off time. He sings it off time from Mark, so it sounds like it's almost like this echo. Like, it's almost like he's singing the echo of whatever Mark sings, but it's a different voice.
It's like a follow the leader, like a back, not like a back and forth thing where one's following the other rather than doing it together.
Yes. I think it's fantastic. I think the chorus alone is just one of the coolest things on this whole record. It's so well done. And then, like I said, watching them do it on Conan live, just really impressed me, because like you could have just thrown that as a sample. And there is one point and when they play it live where there is a sample of Mark's voice, like as an echo, but most of the time it's Rodney doing the echo of whatever Mark's saying. And god damn, it's fucking good. I love it.
But that's what this song calls for, though, because as far as just like songwriting, this is probably the most like layered, textured, nuanced song on the record. It's one of Murph's favorites, is what he said. Mm-hmm. I like the contrast and like the aggressive distortion tone from the intro, and I guess that was just like Mark in the studio just playing that, dicking around because it was cool to play that loud.
Power chord. Yeah,
and then everyone else is kind of like layered and like, oh, let's add this to it, and it became a song, which is cool. And I like that idea. These guys can just make songs together, just being goofy. Yeah. But I think that's what it is, right? Craig sings here. And it's fucking cool. Like, we don't always need Mark.
You mean Rodney?
No, Craig sings this one.
You keep getting them mixed up. Craig's the DJ.
Rodney.
Rodney's the guitar player.
Yeah.
You keep using this like the third time you've done it.
I don't know. It's because the faces, and I don't even know is Murph and Mark McGrath. So that's about it.
But Craig and Rodney look nothing alike.
Isn't Craig black? Is Craig black?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They look nothing alike.
Yeah. But I think the song's catchy. I think it's sexy. I like having the drum beat and the turntable sort of play the exact same beat, the exact same thing essentially. Because then one can taper off and do something else, and the other one can kind of stay put. And that's what we learned through Murph was that Craig did a lot of the drum beats.
He did. Which I had no idea.
Yeah.
Had no idea.
Rodney, but I've changed to Craig.
Yeah, it is Craig.
Because they're just stupid names. I don't care. They're all stupid fucking names. the only decent name, obviously Mark McGrath, we know, and then Murphy, because that's a cool
it's
first
a different name. Yeah, it's a different name.
But Craig, Rodney,
Stan.
The fucking drummer. Come on, Stan, bro.
Stan Frazier. Oh,
good lord. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember the fucking names.
I do really like in the Conan video that you could just see that. I mean, obviously Murphy brings it up in the videos multiple times, not on just this song, but in other songs too. But that when Craig sets up the drum, the drum beat and the verses, and then Stan comes in like ba 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 ka ba 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 ka, like just like a super straightforward beat, and it looks so robotic when he plays it. But that's just like that's all he plays on the actual track. Like they keep it pretty similar to the actual recording when they were playing it live at the time. But apparently, according to Murphy, like a couple like years later, they started to just say, Stan, just play like all the drums. Like forget Craig throwing in the drum machine, the drum part. Just play through the whole song. But at the time, they were just like literally trying to play like the record, which was cool. It was done really well.
I think this too was a weird era for the band because on the next album we had Mark on the cover with a guitar. And before this, Mark was a good front man because he was hyper, and he could play rhythm guitar, obviously because this how the song was written, and he knows melody and stuff, and so he's a musician. But he's good at just being like the hype man, and he's still good at that. Like he's still just good at just charismatic. But now in that performance you were talking about, and a lot of these performances, he now has a rhythm guitar on him. And I think that like we don't need a rhythm guitarist in this band, dude. You have a turntablist who can do anything you want him to do, and he's fucking good at it.
He's really good at it.
Like let's have Mark just be Mark, man. He's charismatic. He can get the crowd moving. He's versatile. He can come over here and take a break while everyone else is goofing off. Like he's just good at what he does. Yeah. And putting a guitar on him, I think, is just a way to make him look bigger than the band, and I think that
I would agree with you on that.
The start of the downfall of the band was Mark becoming bigger than the band.
Well, even like in the Every Morning video, once you get to the bridge in that song, in the video, it's just Mark. He comes out of the roller rink, and he just has the acoustic guitar by himself, and it's just like
so cheesy.
I mean, it's so fucking cheesy. And the band are playing like dice in the alley, behind the bowling alley. Yeah, it was a little cheesy, but clearly, like the label, the videos were trying to make Mark seem like really just like the bigger guy, the front man that needs more attention. And I get it, like he's a good looking dude. Like I get why the label
cool.
wanted to push him, and he looked
hair,
cool,
perfect lineup, cool tips.
Yeah, I mean he was
all the time.
That's just how he was. And did you read the thing about that when they were on Howard Stern? Like after Lemonade and Brownies, they just they flopped, and Atlantic was going to drop them because it was such a flop. And some guy at Atlantic Records who really was into metal music and was really into Sugar Ray said, just give him one more chance. Let's book him on Howard Stern, and we'll just go from there. And then like hopefully that'll like draw some traction with the band. And so they went on, and Robin, Stern's like right-hand woman. She's been on there forever, Robin.
Dude, I've never watched a Howard Stern episode or listened to a Howard Stern episode.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I've always thought Howard Stern was fucking obnoxious.
Not even when you were a teenager? No. Come on.
When would I have listened to Howard Stern?
I mean, my dad used to listen and watch him all the time. So like I watched him growing up.
Friend of the pod, Ryan, always liked him, and so all those times that Ryan would quote Howard Stern with like Sohail and Mike,
That's
not even once.
Crazy.
Not even
like
one
his like kind of co-host, right-hand woman her name is Robin, and I didn't go back and look up the clip if it's even available, but she was like obsessed with Mark McGrath because she thought he was so hot, so she kept like bringing up how hot he was, and then because of that Howard Stern episode, they got the confidence of Atlantic Records to come back and fund their second record, which was Floored. But it was all because of Mark being an attractive person on
Which makes
Howard
sense,
Stern.
because they lied to get the contract for their first record.
They kind of did, yeah.
Well, they said they had like 100 songs, and really they only had like 3.
Yeah, because they were primarily
recording
cover
will be easy. We'll get in there now. Like we'll crank these out like nothing, and they had nothing written. So they lied their first one. So that makes sense. So I don't know. It just kind of sucks.
Wait, what sucks?
It sucks that they've put so much emphasis on Mark, and much like when Dave leaves Sum 41, and it's like, oh, like our primary songwriter is me, not Dave, and it's like, okay, bro, well, like your next couple records aren't very good, dude.
Yeah.
So like you have 3 of these guys leaving. It's not just one of the dudes leaving, right? 3 of these guys left, and now you put out like music for Cougs. What the fuck?
I know.
Like,
well, technically that was the OG lineup or the classic lineup,
guys. But they were already on their way out. They were already done. They were already at their wits' end.
Speaking of that, okay, so I was reading more about like after that record came out, because I always thought like there doesn't seem to be bad blood between the guys who have quit the band and between Mark and Rodney, and apparently like there were some lawsuits like in 2012, but then that got settled.
I think even Murph was part of the lawsuits to sue Mark.
He was, yeah, he was a part of it. Him and Stan were a part of the lawsuits for like royalties or some shit like that. But then apparently they played a show in 2013, just Murphy and Stan with like some other dude, and they played like a bunch of Sugar Ray songs. But they did it at the park across the street from my grandma's house, where my grandma lived, the Twyla Reed Park. Twyla Reed Park over by Western High School? Mm-hmm. My grandma lived across the street, literally across the street from it, and they played there right when I moved into that house. But I wasn't home when they played that day. Because I moved in with my grandma for a very short amount of time, and it was during that time that they played in Twyla Reed Park. And I was like, oh, fuck, man. If I would have known, I would have gone down there. But, I don't know.
Fuck that up.
Just fun little fact.
How weird, too, to hear Sugar Ray songs that are not sung by Mark.
Yeah, by some other guy. I forgot who it was. I don't remember his name. But, yeah, it was some other guy, and then Murphy and Stan. But anyway, 0-2. So Falls Apart, yeah, I do really like this song. They made a video for this one good. Too, which is cool. Yeah. About depression, loneliness, abandonment, but it's like from the perspective of a girl, and apparently it's from like the perspective of a teenage girl, which is something. But
that's something, dude. The 90s were a different time.
Yeah, but then Mark did say that he wrote it in that perspective because he's too afraid to talk about himself, so he puts things in the perspective of other people. So, which
is common. That's a very common thing.
Yeah,
so, whatever. That's cool. True. Yeah, Falls Apart's cool. That could easily be my 3B, or it could change with Someday or Every Morning. I think they're all damn near equally as good. As good.
All right.
Yeah.
So what do we got? What do we got next?
Every Morning.
Let's do it. That's my 3B. The big song.
That's my 3B too. Again, we talked about the sequencing from New Direction. I think it's still wild, but whatever. Song is so easy, dude. Like what they tried to do. What they tried to do with Lil Yachty, this already perfected it. Like the easy breezy, beautiful baby. That's what this song is.
Cover girl.
Easy breezy, beautiful. Summer vibes are in full effect here. Watching the videos, this riff came first. The song came afterwards. Everything's built around that. Stan, the drummer. See?
Yes.
Stan, the drummer, wrote the main melody.
He did.
Murph has some cool lines.
Murph
has some cool lines. Does a little more than just follow the melody. But the bridge has such a cool dip in melody, man. I like the bridge so much. A little change to kind of keep it interesting. Semi-off key harms a little bit later on. I don't know. It's cool. It's a good song. It's a vibe, as the kids say. It's a vibe, dude. Mm-hmm. It's a vibe.
Yeah, a lot of great harms. Also, Craig does some transitioning between different parts, like between verses, chorus, and so on and so forth. Craig just does like these little scratches, like just these little tiny things that just add that make the transition between parts so much better rather than just jumping from one to the other. There's so much nuance. There's so much going on in this song. It's fantastic. And this is another one where it's not just the band who got songwriting credits. It was David Kahn, and then also from these three guys from this band called Mallow. I don't really know who they are. But, yeah, they also have songwriting credits on here. I don't really know why, but apparently they do.
Suavecito.
It's what?
So, like, Malo, the band, from what I'm pretty sure Malo is the brother of Carlos Santana, his band, and their big song was Suavecito, which inspired the chorus of this one.
Oh, really? Okay.
The record is actually fucking dope, dude. Malo's record, I have it on vinyl. It's really, really good. It's like a $4 or $5 record. It's incredible. It's like Santana's first record, but a little more groovy.
Okay. That first Santana record's killer.
This Malo record's killer.
Okay.
But it's no Despacito, though.
Wait. What song?
You know Despacito.
The Justin Bieber kind of.
Despacito, but a little Despacito.
Justin Bieber, right?
I don't know if that's a Justin Bieber song. I think it's
I'm pretty sure it's just
a common vernacular song. I don't know.
But like
I don't know who started. Yeah, he probably popularized it for sure because it's more of like a sexy song.
Yeah, I think it was Justin Bieber.
But
every morning,
the Biebs, you're a believer, not me.
No, this song was massive. I mean, the video was played on not just it was played on VH1 a lot because Sugar Ray were a VH1 band, like meant for like the 20-somethings, the 30s, people in their 30s. Like it wasn't for the young kids like MTV was, like TRL was. So every morning was on VH1.
Sugar Ray was definitely a VH1 band versus an MTV band. But that is saying something.
I do remember this song or this video being on TRL for a very, very short time. It was on TRL. Total Request Live, dude. Carson Daly, my boy.
I love this video because it's fucking stupid.
Well, all their videos are stupid.
But this one's like you have punkers and shit coming in here to do. That's not a punk song. You know what I mean? Like what are we doing here? I think that's the joke, right? It's like these guys they can be punk if they want to, and they hang out with punkers if they want to, and they have friends and everybody likes them. But the song is so not that. So how do we just make fun of all of it? Let's have, I don't know, I think it was like clowns on car tops and punkers and shit.
Like doing like dancing. Fuck? It was weird. Yeah, it's a weird video at a roller rink. But
all those moves, and that was like at the era too of roller rinks. Man, roller rinks were so cool in the 90s.
Yeah,
like just
I used to go to I used to go to the roller rink in Orange all the time. Remember off of Lincoln? No, not Lincoln. What the fuck street is that?
Of Chapman and 57.
Chapman, yeah. Chapman
55?
55, yeah.
55, yeah. I went there a fucking ton too.
Yeah, I used to go there all the time.
Then at night they play all the cool shit like Hadaway and all that, like this is your night, gonna play all the like kind of techno-y stuff you hear at like Six Flags and oh man, that was the good shit.
Yeah, we used to go to that. No, there's no way that it's there anymore. That roller rink, there's no fucking way.
I don't see why it wouldn't be there anymore. I don't know.
I just haven't even thought about a roller rink in years.
The one in Cypress was open for a long time too. And I went there with Joe and Ronald in high school era. But anyway.
Who cares?
The roller rink is such Americana though. It's such a part of like our culture.
Yeah, I don't feel like people in the UK or Europe or wherever go to a fucking roller rinks. I really don't think that's a thing. That was a thing at all.
Yeah, coming up on our 250 here for our country, I'm curious as how some of these sports are in other countries. Like I know obviously darts is huge in the UK, but like bowling, do they bowl in the UK?
I think so.
They bowl? It
seems more American, but I think they do.
And like roller rinks, like do you all go to roller rinks? Because roller rinks are cool. Roller rinks were a way to level the playing field, right? Like the school bully sucked at roller skating equally as like the school fucking nerd or the valedictorian or the hot cheerleader or like the quarterback or like, you know what I mean? Like everybody was even because we all sucked at it, and they played music that everyone liked. So it was an easy in to talk to like girls and go with your friends, and it was cheap.
Definitely.
And it was fucking cheap. Good stuff. Roller's cool, man.
And this is only in the 90s. Like, you know, we weren't like, this isn't from like the 70s or shit like that.
Yeah.
We're not that old. We're not that old.
We're not that old.
Anyway, every morning, everyone knows this song.
Everyone knows this song. Everybody knows this song.
But I didn't really realize that in the lyrics when they say the halo that he mentions in the chorus is actually a metaphor for a condom.
I had no idea. I read the lyrics this week.
I had no idea that it was about a condom, and just how this guy is in love with her and with this chick.
She's a hoe.
She's a hoe, and she treats him like shit. But yeah, the halo over my 4-cross bed, 4-post bed, whatever he says. Yeah, it's about a condom.
And that next part, he was like, "For me, baby." Oh, dude, I melt. Fucking melt. That's so good. This is one of those songs too. Like we talk about Nirvana and like "Smells Like Teen Spirit." Like if I have a CD, I'll probably just skip over "Smells Like Teen Spirit" because it's a little embarrassing. This one, I go fuck, dude. Like I'll sing it aloud. And I love this song so much.
Oh, it's so stupid.
So good. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Personal Space Invader.
Did that make your 10 list?
No, I didn't make my 10 list, but it's my 4th banger on here.
Oh wow, okay. That's my 6B. That one made my 10 list. I don't know why. I put a lot of random songs on there because this one was good.
Mm-hmm. No, it's fantastic. And this one has like there's a lot of Devo here. There's a lot of new wave stuff going on this song. This song also has Elijah Allman from Dead Z, the new metal band Dead Z, which are not very good.
That's where I thought you were gonna go when you went with the 6 Degrees. I thought you were gonna go with the Dead Z.
You were gonna go to that way, yeah. Which I could have. It would have been easy, but no. But Elijah Allman, he is the son of Cher, and the son of Greg Allman from the Allman Brothers Band, which is crazy. I had no idea. That this dude was that. And but yeah, he has a lot of lead vocals on here, like more the robotic kind of Devo sounding vocals. Which is cool. It's fun. This is a really fun song.
It's a fucking incredibly fun song. Yeah, and every time I sing along to like his parts, I always do I have my hand. I go like, I don't care about the things you do. I don't know. I feel like it's
which is very Devo.
You know?
It's a very Devo movement.
Devo. Yeah. It's so fucking funny, dude. And I think it's absolutely fantastic. Which in that part too, Murph has a cool little line. It's only like 3 different notes, but it plays out really nice, and I like it a lot. But Stan, I think, came up with this riff. So now I got all my names all fucked and mixed up. So I'll say the names, then you can confirm it. Yeah, Stan wrote this main riff, that which I think is cool because it kind of plays on like the spacey nature, but it's more of like a play between the band and Craig, the turntablist. Like he can kind of like, it's like a call and answer, right? Between like conventional stuff and then like the new age hip hoppy thing. And they kind of like call and answer each other. I think it's fucking really, really rad. And then later when Elijah and Mark are doing the layered vocals together, dude, that's fucking, I think that's so really good. It's so good.
It really is. And Craig, I mean, I think I assume it's Craig, but there's a lot of cool, electronic moments, like just so much layering and all kinds of shit on this one. Yeah,
all the like little up things, and
I think it's fucking fantastic. This song is really, really great.
And like it's the 4th fucking song, dude. We're not even, you know what I mean? We're not even halfway through this album yet, and we have just some incredible things that you would never expect Sugar Ray to be doing. And the PSI inside joke from them, I guess, it's like personal space. When someone comes in your personal space, you like PSI, dude, and like your friends would laugh, like,
it's so stupid.
That was funny. That was cute.
Yeah. It was cute. But yeah, Personal Space Invader. Do we have anything else on this one?
See, we're good with the Personal Space Invaders. Okay. But that's like the difference between falls in apart. I said that kind of weird. Falls apart every morning. And like someday, but the other songs that are bangers, I think, like just get you a little more hyper, get you a little more hyped up. Every Morning's a good song. Like, don't get me wrong, I love singing it, but it's a little bit more kind of like a chill song, like smoke a dib and just calm down, dude. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
for sure, bro. What?
Yeah, someday. No,
we were gonna say something.
No, that was it. We don't have a whole lot of. We can just run through them, I guess.
Fuck it. Yeah, so let's run through the rest of them. So we haven't talked about Live and Direct featuring KRS-One. So apparently Murphy didn't play on the song at all. It was a keyboard bass. Rodney, the guitarist, sang lead on this one along with KRS-One, which I did not know. But yeah, and then Stan wrote the chorus vocal melody on this one. It's kind of a weird one. This is not a banger for me, but it's still solid. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think of Live and Direct?
I think this is one that like Stan or Craig probably pushed for hard because Craig was also part of the Alcoholics for a minute.
Yeah, he was
after this record. Again, much like the Far Side, Alcoholics is another LA band that I like a lot. Goofy hip hop, if you like that kind of bullshit. I think this is probably one Craig pushed for a lot, but I think even these guys, given the opportunity to play with KRS-One, they're all going to say, dude, fuck yes, of course. Like, why would you not want to do that? Play with an absolute hip-hop legend. And so the whole thing's based off a sample from Boogie Down Productions' first record. The song Remix for P is free. So I don't think it's anything really more than that, except just like a pet project for them or for him, whereas the guys were obviously on board. Because you put any kind of like legend in here, right? Why would you not want to play with someone? That's fucking dope. That's cool.
I know.
You're all musicians.
And KRS-One, he actually wanted to play with the band because he saw that the song "Fly" they got Supercat to be on that song, and he was so stoked about it. He's like, "Why would Supercat hang out and play on this song with some white dudes from Newport Beach?"
A bunch of whack dudes from Newport.
So, yeah. So KRS-One was like super impressed, and he was on the song. But in the end, it's really one of the weaker songs on the record.
It is one of the weaker songs, but it's more of like a pet project. It's cute, right? It's a cute song.
Yeah,
because they got to play with somebody that's iconic, and they all like. So that's how I see it. And then Someday comes in.
Yeah, Someday. This is it started with a drum loop from Craig. Stan didn't play drums on this song, and yeah, it's a straightforward, very, very catchy pop rock song. The acoustic guitar line, I love this. Just the way he just kind of like walks that guitar line. Ah, dude, it's so fucking good. I love it. And then the chorus hits, and it's like this big and soaring kind of sound to it. Yes. I think this song is just a really well-made song. It's fantastic.
And it's a perfect so the guitar line's a perfect loop, right? It's not just a riff that repeats, but it like right. It goes up and down like a roller coaster. So like if you saw it like on like a waveform length, it's a perfect wave. It's a perfect loop. But like that drum beat too, it's just so simple. It's so basic, but like it really props up that line. That guitar line's so fucking good. And just what a vibe for this era. This was definitely a song that was on any CD I ever burned, specifically for the summer. This was on it, more so than like song, Falls Apart and Every Morning. This was a summer track for sure.
Absolutely.
Along with like some Blink songs track too. This is a summer track, like for sure. I think Murphy has some cool grooves here. He switches up his riff within the song a couple times, which I think is fun. I don't know, but it's just a beautiful groove. And I love that bridge. The so far away part. So far, so far. Yeah. Fuck, man. Sometimes Mark just
nails it. He just
gets me, dude. Sometimes Mark gets me.
Man. Once again,
although then also
the chorus, because the chorus too, it's big and soaring, but there's like this like great organ that just just hits the.
It's fucking loud too.
It is loud in the.
Not too loud, but not too
great.
loud.
I love it. I love it.
But also, like I watched, I did watch a lot of live videos because Murph made me want to watch live. He's like, "Oh, we play this live. We used to do this." I was like, "Are you sure, bro?" And then I watched. Oh, damn, you did. And so then this one, he would say that they did a lot of. They would like jam to the song. They would this would be the song where they would bring somebody else on stage, or they would play like a cover or something else. They do anything, right? They would just jam to it, and they would add so much flourishes when they play this live. And so like Murph's bass line would turn from just like a kind of like normal fun thing, but he'd be like do 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 all the way down, and like I don't know, it was just cool. It was cool to watch them play live because you could tell they're all having a really good time doing it, and just
Yeah.
Being dudes.
Just being dudes.
Just being
And
dudes,
there's a lot of like moments on the song where you could just add a lot of cool flourishes and kind of church it up a bit, because it is a very straightforward kind of song musically, but
See,
I think it's great.
I keep saying that phrase, like, they're just being dudes, but I feel like I almost need like context, because when I saw Turnstile last, and Turnstile's first couple records were just wild, and like you could tell they're having a blast doing it, but because they are so big now, they have become a brand, and they put on a fantastic show, but I don't see them just being dudes on stage. You know what I mean? I don't see like Brendan vibing with the band the way they used to before they exploded into being big. So I miss when I can see a band live. And then you posted the thing in our group chat with BT Bam, and like they have the risers up because they're just kind of like too fat and old to have to lift their leg and put it on something else. So they have actual risers for their solos. Yeah. Like I know, you know what I mean? I miss the days when we see a band like, dude, those are just like dudes being dudes.
They're really just kind of like vibing off each other.
Like Mainliners could have been a better band at that. I think Mainliners are incredible, but I think if they put on the performance like Guttermouth did, I think they could be exponentially bigger. But Slamosa, I think vibed well off each other. I think they were just like dudes being dudes on stage. That was cool. I just see that with this era of Sugar Ray. And this is like the last time I saw that live.
Yeah,
I've never seen
a lot of the live videos. A lot of the live videos, I agree with you on that. Like they were a true band. It wasn't like we got the front man and we're just kind of the backing band. It was just like they were all kind of like just feeding off of each other. And Mark too. Like Mark he's not even always singing. He's the front man, and he doesn't even sing several songs. He didn't play anything. He just stands there and just grooves. I know.
You know what I mean? Just like homies helping homies. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, Sugar Ray at this time was just fucking fantastic.
God, I wish I could have seen fucking shit. Like 99 Sugar Ray, maybe 2000 Sugar Ray. Fuck it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it would have been incredible.
They should have played Warped Tour. Did they ever play Warped Tour?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think they played Ozfest. I really think they played early Ozfest, but I don't think they played Warped Tour.
Those people would have hated them.
Oh, for sure. It was like when Crazy Town played Ozfest and they got booed over and over and over again.
They should have got booed over and over again, though.
To where they got kicked off the tour. But
Sugar Ray did play fucking Warped Tour one time. What date is that? I got the scroll.
97 probably.
It was the 90s for sure.
Well, it had to be. Yeah, it had to be in the 90s.
Yeah, it was 97. I think that was the same year Blink played too.
Called it.
Yeah, dude, Sugar Ray played Warped Tour the same year that Blink played Warped Tour.
That is pretty wild.
Me. We were 10 years old. The fuck were we doing at 10 years old? Not having fun,
little
tell you that much.
That's what we were doing.
Unreal.
So anyway, Ode to the Lonely Hearted. This is my least favorite song on the whole record. Slower jam. Their friend Nick Supkovic, he wrote this song. I could not find anything about this guy. Like his only credit is this record, and that's it. Like there's just nothing about this dude. But yeah, it's boring. This song is just boring.
It's like their Beatles song.
Yeah, I just don't.
And Beatles are boring, so that makes sense. That's why we both don't like it. Because obviously we both think that the Beach Boys are better than the Beatles.
No, that's not true. That's not
So
true.
yeah.
No.
It's my least favorite song though.
So yeah, then we get into Burning Dog. This is a weird one too. This is one where Murphy said like this is just a filler song. Like I have no idea what's going on. There's like some weird like kind of rapping weird vocals in the verses. There's a super fucking bizarre electronic breakdown in the bridge. It's just there's Devo shit all over this. I don't know. It's so fucking weird. And when you watch Murphy talk about this song and play it, he's like, I have no idea what to play. Like I don't even know what we did. This is just such a throwaway track, and this is what we call filler. Like he even just said like this is a filler track, and that's it.
And I think that's fair, but
it's still a cool song.
It's still a cool song because there's a lot going on, right? Yeah. So I kind of thought of this like this is a weird kind of almost B-team Red Hot Chili Peppers mixed with like quirky Devo. Because there's a lot of almost like funk, but it's not quite funk. It's not good like that. But there's still a lot of like, I don't care about the things you do. That kind of like Devo-esque back and forth.
Yeah.
But then also it's got this huge like 7 or 8 note main riff. That do 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 do. It's like 7 or 8 fucking notes that drive this song. But then like the verses, quote unquote, they slow it down a little bit and then exclude most of those notes to kind of simplify it. But it's fun, and I think it builds into this kind of like wild and weird B-52s meets new metal kind of thing. It's fucking great. It's a throwaway song that ended up being bigger than they possibly could have imagined. I think it's incredible. I think it's cool, and it just shows like they can write quirky fucking songs.
And then in the end, I know it's a 3-minute song, but this is really just more of an interlude because it doesn't make sense. It just does not make sense. But I still think this is a really.
But in the course of the album, it makes perfect sense.
It does, yeah. And it's actually like a little bit of a throwback to like Lemonade Brownies. Like, let's just throw a random track in here. Like, we're just having fun. Let's just throw a random track.
There's a siren at some point that's just like, or maybe it's just Greg's doing something on the turntable. Just like,
yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Why is that there? But yeah, okay. No, I mean, it's my 8B. And then even though 7B for me.
Yeah, this is a song that Mark wrote. This is his song.
This
it's
is a
slower,
full Mark song.
Very Weezer sounding, especially that chorus. I thought
Weezer and I thought Cake would have done something like this because
okay.
This is how the guy from Cake sings a lot too. Even though we all know, right? Like that kind of pacing. Yeah. That's how he sings. But yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. This is one that if you listen to over and over, it'll eventually just dig in and like, God damn, this has got a cool swing to it. There's some like. There's a lot of cool parts, and then Craig has a lot of cool interjections. He adds so much to like these kind of songs, the little bee-doo-doo, right? This little then boo-doo-doo. Like he does all these cool little fucking things. I love the swing to it. I love the little quick upstrokes, like right? Those little things on the backbeat. Fucking love it, man. I think the song is so catchy, and it's just Mark being Mark. Just
it is
kind of mid-tier singing, right? Nothing high, nothing low, just back and forth.
The song's good. It's a good song. It didn't make my banger list though. Did not make my banger list.
That's okay. That's all right. The worst record. That makes sense.
And then we get into Abracadabra, the cover, Steve Miller Band cover. This one was done separately from this record. It was actually a song produced by Ralph Saul for the Sabrina the Teenage Witch soundtrack. And then you know. After that came out, they're like, I might as well just throw it on this record as well. Why not? Why the fuck not? And I mean, it's catchy. The song is the original song is good. Abracadabra is a good song.
Yeah.
But they just churched it up with all the scratching, with Craig doing all the scratching on the turntable,
which I love. I think it's so
it was
cool.
so good. It was so good. But yeah, this is a sick cover. It's a great cover.
I wake up.
So.
I think Mark sounds good too, right? He sounds like he's really going after it. That's nice.
It's good. It's a good one. So I mean, we talked about Glory. We talked about the last song, New Direction outro. So let's get into our final thoughts on this record. Let's rate the record based off of our world famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to. 1 is a bad album to give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. What do you got? Go.
Oh, God damn it. I like a seal. I don't think this needs to be talked about in like a 2.75 to 3. It's not that. But I also, because more often than not, when I talk to someone about Sugar Ray, it's like Sugar Ray, and then they'll either say Sugar Gay or they'll say, oh, it's that band that did like Fly, right? That's stupid. And I think that's so like they're closer to a 3 than they are to being like a shitty band that only did like Fly. You know what I mean? They're just so much better than that. And I think that's a big problem with music in this era. There's a lot of bands that we have talked about. Like, damn, this is actually pretty fucking good. Even some one-hit wonders. I mean, I like Marcy Playground a lot. I think that is an incredible fucking record. I think it's incredible. But there's a lot of stuff that just gets kind of passed over as like, that's a time and place. Like, that's of its time. It's like, well, maybe you should listen to it, because even if it's of its time, like I think Sugar Ray's of its time, there's still something to be said. There's still something to be learned here. This is fun. These are guys that are not the experts at their instruments by way, shape, or form. But they're really, really good, and they know how to play off each other. They know each other's weaknesses. They know each other's strengths, and they want to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like the drummer can sing and then also play guitar, and then the guitarist can just do nothing, and then the bass player can sing. Or he never actually sings, but he can play guitar too. And it's just, I don't know. It's a fun album. These are all like adjectives that I'm using to try and make this sound better than it actually is. But I still think this is a solid. I don't know if I go 2.5. I don't know. I'm going 2.5. 2.5. I don't give a fuck.
2.25. Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
So yeah, I think this is a really fun record. I think they were, at this point, they were so caught up in the success of Fly that they really wanted to try hard to make another pop hit. So they went with a couple pop hits with, Every Morning, Someday, Falls Apart. But then they still kept with their older style and songs with the punk and metal stuff, and I thought that was great. Like every song has their own identity, and it's like you could playlist all these most of these songs and in various playlists, and that's what I like so much about this record and this band at the time, is because after this it's like, okay, every song is a pop song. Every song is a pop song. There's no variance. And but that's what made Sugar Ray so exciting on the first three records, and just the pop shit here was so catchy. I don't know. I think this record is fantastic. I've liked this record since I was a kid, and with that all being said, I'll give this record a 2.5 out of 3. 2.5 out of 3. God. I would give Floored a 2.75, but I'll give this one 1459 a 2.5. I do. I think this record's fantastic, and people need to give it more of a chance, more of a listen, and cause, damn, dude, Sugar Ray were so fucking good.
They were so good.
They were so goddamn good. It's crazy.
Anecdotally, right? Like a big, because we already did this on the pod early on, in front of the pod, Dane, who's been on here several times.
Yeah,
we did this with him, and he thought it was stupid as fuck. So he's like, I'm not Sugar Ray, whatever. I'll listen to it. And then he come pod time, he's like, actually, that's pretty fucking good.
That was really good.
I'm very impressed how much better that it was than I thought it was going to be.
I know.
Like, right? It's good, dude.
It's fantastic. Yeah, and anytime I show like good Sugar Ray, like outside of the singles, to anybody, they're like, wow, I can't believe this is Sugar Ray. This is shocking. Like they're so shocked by what they hear. It's so weird, but I love it. So we good with this episode?
We're good. That's it. That's all. Right.
Well, thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, you smash that subscribe button, dude. That's what the kids say. And that's it.